Hello, I'm Dana Cowley, and welcome to Charter Local Edition Northwest. Today we're in Salem talking to your elected representatives, and my guest today is Representative Phil Barnhart. Phil, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you very much for inviting me. I appreciate it.
You are the chair of the Revenue Committee, and you have a lot of work to do this session.
We always have a lot of work to do. Revenue is a very complex area. We need to do it in a way that raises the money we need to pay for schools, health care, and public safety. And we need to do it in a way that's fair to Oregonians so that people who pay their taxes know that we're spending it in the ways that we need to in order to make our state economy work, to help our kids get through school, and to make sure that there are jobs available for Oregonians, and that they're paying their fair share.
What drives your passion behind this? This is something that is clear to me you really care about.
Yes. I ran for the school board in Eugene and then later for the legislature because I was very concerned about school funding. In the 90s, we passed two measures which significantly cut property taxes. Property taxes were the primary way we paid for schools.
Right.
After that happened, we were in a spot where we were unable to pay for the school system at the level that should be paid for, so that our kids ended up with class sizes that were way too big, not enough teachers, and not enough school days. So, and we're still in that box. We still have that problem today. So it's an ongoing struggle. If Oregon wants to have an economy that's going to work, where there are good paying jobs available, where our people can live well, we have to be paying for our public school system and for our universities and community colleges.
You've studied the money more than most people. What
Yep.
do you think are the best solutions, short-term and long-term?
Well, short-term, what we've been doing is we've been working on trying to make sure that our system works as fairly as we can. And when we have the opportunity to do it, we try to develop some economic incentives to move businesses into Oregon or to develop homegrown businesses here. We're very good at innovating in Oregon, but many of our businesses move to other states when it's time to go into full-scale production because of the need to have the right kinds of incentives here. So part of our task is to make sure that they're in place so that those businesses can stay. Sometimes it's some kind of a tax situation. More often, it's being able to find access to capital. And so we work on both of those things.
There are so many different opinions about how to go about this and how to do the things you're talking about. How do you please all of the people?
Well, of course you can't. If you're looking long term, you realize that funding these basic programs now pays huge dividends in the long run. If you're thinking short term, you're thinking, gee, I'm paying too much. I don't want to pay that much. I prefer to think long term.
All right. And we just have about 30 seconds left.
Yep.
The session is short. What is it you want to get done before this session ends?
Well, we have a couple of things we're working on. We're working on a crop donation tax credit, which we hope will allow us to refill the coffers at the Oregon Food Bank and at Food for Lane County, for example, where I live. We're working on a very small tax credit that we hope will bring more businesses to some of our distressed areas, one of which is Central Lane County, where I live.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
This is Representative Phil Barnhart. I'm Dana Cowley. You're watching Charter Local Edition Northwest in Salem.